why he's doing this?
Well, first of all, when Dave approached me, I just thought it was a brilliant idea. And then I looked into the work he's done, and he's been out to Syria, he's been out to Georgia, and he's just so passionate about this cause. And it's something which, we should all really try to do something about. We've all been affected with this, we've seen horrific stories, we've seen families, we've seen children go through terrible things. And being able to get together some things which to me, some of them have a lot of sentimental value, but I'm seeing today passing them on to other people, it's giving them pleasure, and also we're raising money, and it's just makes it good. So it's a no-brainer, it's one of those.
Is that like, because it's an effort, because Dave was saying basically it's a win-win. You get rid of stuff, some other people get super happy to get something we say, here, admire you, and you raise money. But it's still why not many more people do that, because the thing is, you're here today, you take your time, and you're just like completely engaged with people who would love to see you real. So how do you feel about this?
It's lovely. It's turned out to be a beautiful day. And I have a little girl, I have lots of young people in my life, and trying to explain to them what refugees are and what's going on, and trying to put it in children's terms is quite difficult. So I think if you can link into something like this, which is really positive, where they're learning and they're engaged, but it's not too terrifying, So it's just wonderful. I think it's important because obviously when we have dramatic pictures that come through the media, everybody's aware of it, but this is an ongoing problem. Just because it's not in the papers doesn't mean it's not happening anymore. So I think it's really important that it's just involved.
You seem here like super grounded. Here, t-shirt, super cool, easygoing. Is that a bit of your personality to be just like hands-on, or maybe something and let's go?
So, my experience, obviously, I've worked with lots of other people in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, and in my experience, the people who started off as grounded remain that way. So, we're just all different personalities, and I want a normal life, and I want my children to have normal lives and to grow up and know about other people and to help other people. So something like this is, it's perfect.
Is that one of the reasons? I mean, you in your kind of superstar. Now you're here doing boots.
It's not any boot sale. It's a star boot sale, and there's some incredible items like my Spice Girls.
So what one of those items? I mean, I know that it's not like this super big thing. It's still online. It's your sort of series of Spice Girls, which is already raised right now more than 2,000 already. What's like the stuff we see here? It's for you, the trainers, where you're running with them?
we thought we needed to go for a mix of things, because obviously something like the actual outfit that's online I wore in Spice Girls movie. So, it was a huge film, it was a huge part of the Spice Girls career. So something like that, for me, is very valuable. We have another outfit here from Spice Girls movie, and so we're looking at like £1,000, which not everybody can afford that. But, we can't undervalue these things. But then, of course, we want some other stuff, some fun stuff. Just some scarves that I've worn, just my own bits and bobs.
Smells of you?
Yeah, it smells of me. It's been around my neck. Something like that. It's like £40, It's more than that in the shop. So, it's a real mix. We've just tried to keep it, really interesting and really mixed.
You were telling about, like, you find it very important, you've got kids, and, to be very grounded and to tell them the value of life, that other people need some help. I mean, you had an amazing career, and you stopped. And for your children, what would you tell, youngsters who start that industry? I mean, your daughter, does she sing? Does she want to be in you? I mean, it's very...
Yeah, well, my little girl's 7. And so I'm just checking out in shots. I don't really want them to be in the shot.
No, that's fine. We don't do that, no.
Yes, so my little girl's 7, and I think most 7-year-old girls love singing and dancing. So it's something she spends a lot of time doing.
So do you do that with her sometimes, even at home,
yeah,
like having a little thing playing
and
dance?
It's getting to that point, isn't it? So she's 7, going on 14, and mummy's quite embarrassing. But,
every mum is embarrassing.
Never mind.
I mean, unfortunately, the last time we heard something from you was 2014. And
what did I do in 2014?
No, didn't you do that musical?
What did I do in 2014?
Yeah, and then is there anything? And then you got the musical award as well. 30.
Superstar. So I've got some fans here. They can tell. It's like those old interviews with the record company person. When's the record out? I'm always busy. I've been so lucky in my career, working with Spice Girls as a solo artist. I've done some theatre, I've done some TV, and music is my absolute first love. So I think my last solo record was in 2011, The Sea, and probably the next big thing in my life that I'm doing will be my next record.
So we can expect brilliant.
Yeah, it's going really well. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that you've been so diverse, from starting Spice Girls, biggest girl band in the world, and then so like all those transitions. Where you now, what would you say? Why you now? You look still super young and amazing, but you've grown up. So how does that feel?
Well, obviously being a mum, priorities change, and and I want to be a great mum, but part of being a great mum.
How important is that for you? Being a mum, how important?
It's absolutely changed my life. I think like any parent would say. It's been the making of me. I'm so proud of her. She makes me feel incredible. I brought this wonderful being into the world. But part of being a good mummy for me is obviously being happy and performing and making music that makes me happy. So it's just that balance of making sure I'm there for her, but also being able to have my career and showing her the work ethic.
We have no items here which were like peaks of your life and different stages of your life. If you think about so far, there's, sometimes in life you have a past, but you still have a massive future. That's the beauty of getting older, that you have a past which you really remember. If you think about your past, what is like something what really struck you, what felt you, what's a moment you will never ever forget? Is there anything, or were there so many that you...
Yeah, obviously career-wise, I've just been so fortunate. All the wonderful things we achieved with Spice Girls, touring, #1 records, awards. We did so many great things, and then as a solo artist, having some great success out there on my own and just doing the things I love. But I think the highlight of my life is becoming a mum. That's the.
It's the last. Okay, we did the last one. Yeah, it's very difficult. I think being in the biggest girl band in the world and then being not. We even here have Spice Girls, but you're Melanie. Now, you made this transition from being one. They say, and then Victoria, you made your name.
Yeah.
How difficult was that for you? Not being related all the time. The Spice Girls.
I think
Spice Girls are getting, but
I am a Spice Girl. I will always be a Spice Girl.
Really?
It's a huge part of who I am. It's a huge part of my life. I suppose the transition was difficult when we were younger to kind of come out of the bubble when we had our major success in the late 90s, and we were weren't really in society. We were working constantly. We were surrounded by bodyguards. So kind of integrating yourself into a normal life, that was weird and difficult. But every day I'm very proud of everything that we've achieved, and I just feel really fortunate to know everybody to
So you're still part of you as a Spice Girl?
Always.
Brilliant.
Stop.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Lovely.
Lovely to meet you. Now what are you going to buy? What are you going to buy? Get a camera. Embarrass me to buy something.
Take some money in here.
Yes, brilliant.
Yeah?
Right.